Are you doing anything for Halloween, Johnny?
Yeah, I am. I'll get into that later because I don't want to keep Bluey and Speed waiting any longer.
Have you had a chance to read the message I sent you on Discord yet?
Probably not. Yeah, so this is best of 5 Speed versus Bluey. Probably not, but Discord is... I get really spammed on Discord, so don't take it personally.
Can I spam a word real quick? Hello, 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 hello. That feels better.
I'm glad to feel better now. Cheers to that, mate. Speed can't count to... You can't count to 5. Oh, they've moved the private match button. Disaster. This is a winners round 1 qualification match for the EU Salt Mine. So neither player will qualify to the EU Salt Mine today, but neither player will also be eliminated for contention today. They do, of course, both want to start off with a win. So if you stay in winners bracket all the way through, you only need to win 3 games to get in. 3 series in a row, rather, not 3 games. But if you lose at any point, I think you need to win 4. So this is a big match here. Speed and Bluey, actually the players that I seeded closest in this qualifier. Speed, I think I put 8th, and Bluey as 9th seed. It was a seeding that I, came up just mainly based on recent results, as well as just, who I think is, at least better performing on my stream in the past. And Bluey surprised everybody last year by qualifying for the Manfield Night 5K. Let's see if he can do it again. But Speed's starting off strong here. He could get a 2-0 lead, but he's overshot the centre ball. Bluey, for now, is just 1 goal behind his countrymen. Very nice air dribble though. Oh my goodness, Bluey. Such a great goal scorer in ones. When he is on, he really is on. Such a difficult player to stop. 1-1. Right, guys, I'm not going to catch up with subs. I initially told you I was going to try and catch up on subs before this match started, but I'm way too far behind. So if you have subbed or cheered with a question, don't worry, I will get back to that later. Yeah, right now we're just going to cast this game because it is a pretty important one. And we've got another one coming up immediately afterwards. Alpha 54 against Jesse, also round 1 in the qualifier for this exact same tournament. Going to be an interesting one. Those 2 players, of course, have quite a lot of history. And I also think, which is going to, I'm sure, be big news for most of you watching. Because I know there's a lot of Jesse fans in the chat right now. If you are a Jesse fan, get your Jesse hands up emote. Please, in the chat. Spam it. This is your license to spam. But yeah, Jesse versus Alpha is happening right after this match. And I think Jesse is streaming it as well. So we're going to have double the content happening at the same time. It's going to be brilliant. I can't wait to go back and watch that stream. Every time somebody streams themselves, playing a show match in my own stream, I love going back and watching it from their perspective. There's a different, feel to it as well. Is this an air dribble only 1v1? What is this? Bluey just air dribbling from it halfway line, high up near the ceiling, and getting past Speed again. Bluey's had quite a lot of success in air dribble only 1v1s on my stream in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps on going for these. Unreal. He's not allowed Speed to even get a touch on either of those. But if he does, he's got air dribble dunks and bumps in the back pocket as well. I'm sure he could whip them out if he feels like it. Nice bump attempt by Bluey, but Speed avoids it, and another one. And both of them have been evaded by a certain Speedy boy as he runs up the wall. What decal am I using? Well, I am in fact neither of these players, so none of the decals in the field right now are mine. That's a nice flick by Speed. Close range flicks in ones are always so risky. So if you hit the bar from this position, you're going to be out of position, and the ball's going to be going pretty quickly towards your side of the field. But Speed nails it. He's up again, 3-2. Who else is in the qualifiers? Alright, I'll read out just because I know a lot of people just tuned in right now and you want to know who else is in the qualifier. Speed and Bluey is one of the matchups. Alpha versus Jesse is another. It's double elimination, best of 5. So everybody will at least get to lose once before being eliminated. We've also got Astro versus Flores, K-Dot versus Logic, O'Khalid versus Arju, Rottweiler versus Breezy, Jorias versus Whopper, and OSM versus J-Walls. That is the 16 players who make up the EU Qualifier, and I'm certainly very excited to see it all unfold. So we will be streaming every single one of those matches. Hopefully. That is the plan. And yeah, it's a different way to do a qualifier, I suppose, not just doing it all in one day, but I'm excited for it. Love watching all the matches. Such a shame, of course, when you see an off-stream match going 5 games. You just wonder, was it a banger? Did we just miss out on one of the best matches in this tournament? This game so far is being controlled very well by Speed. It's a very Speed-looking 1v1. Bluey needs to increase the volatility here if it's going to be in his favor, because just a calm back and forth like this, I think, is always going to favor Speed. He is very commonly seen in this sort of match. If you did watch his 1v1 against Chicago at the Beyond the Summit Rocket League Crew Battles tournament, you would have seen something quite a lot like this, where there's a lot of time being wasted, and after a extended back and forth in the midfield, Speed would score a flick or a shot or something similar. Whereas if you're, someone who's seen Bluey dominate ones in the past, those are much more high-scoring games, and Bluey needs to at least, cause Speed some problems here, whether it be in offense or by surprising him with a tackle, because just letting him run down the clock like this, not going to cut it. One thing that Speed, or rather Bluey, has tried, and he's been almost successful with, but unsuccessful overall, is demo plays. Speaking of, there's one from Speed, and it's going to give him a 5-2 lead. Pretty smart play not to jump, actually, by Speed. A lot of players would have dove in and tried to block Bluey in that challenge, but Speed realizes not only is the demo play going to get him a goal in a lot of situations, but in every situation it doesn't. He's going to be recovering just fine anyway. He's not jumping or dodging. He's moving forward and also maintaining his momentum so he can recover it as quickly as possible. Nice fast aerial there by Speed. That is something you always have to be afraid of when you're playing against Bluey. You can't leave any aerial unchecked. Bluey, with an early challenge, is going to surprise Speed. This is what I was talking about earlier. He has to mix things up. He can't just shadow for this entire series, drive back to his near post, and hope that Speed misses flicks enough for him to pick up a win here, because Speed doesn't make enough mistakes in offense to just give Bluey all the goals that he needs to win this series. Bluey's going to have to force those mistakes himself. Now, is he going to get a third air dribble goal? You bet he is! Bluey with a 3 air dribble game, and I don't think he's missed one, actually. He's scored every single one that he's taken. At Johnny Boy, was Cucks invited? Yeah, I talked to Cucks. I just asked him, is he playing much ones these days, and he told me he's lost all interest in it, unfortunately. So we won't be seeing any Cucks this year, but I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in RLCS, of course. Still one of my favorite players to watch, but yeah, he just doesn't put any time into ones these days, so he felt it would be better not to take part in a tournament full of ones players. But look at this, guys. Bluey has closed the 3-goal gap, and it's a demo play that got it done. I said earlier he almost had success with demo plays. Well, now he has had success with demo plays. 7 seconds left. Bluey wins the kickoff. He could air dribble from here. He's going to go infield instead. Got to keep this one up, and he will. The flick is pretty timid. We go to overtime for the first match. It's a best of 5 winners bracket here, and this will be the one and only match these two play today on my stream. So really want to get that win. You don't want to have to dip down into loser bracket round 1 and then have to win 4 games in a row, probably all in separate days. But that's where Bluey's headed, if Speed has anything to say about it, because he's taken game 1 with a run on front of the ball and a demo on Bluey. Big plays by Speed, and GG's from both players.
How are you doing, Hen?
Hey, thanks for all the subs again, guys. They've been just pouring in here. Again, apologies that I can't
I'm just here for
keep up with them right now, but I will shout out every single one of them after the series is over. So if you're not here at the end of the series, then yeah, I do appreciate you. Where was I? I'm trying to keep my alert page in the same spot. Remember to stay hydrated, everybody.
Clearly your most dedicated subscriber. Hello there, John Old McBoy.
Hello.
How are we smelling today? Presumably your 10-kilometer olfactory range is pick rainbows up the delectable scents of stale beer and bread from the streets of Glasgow. How exciting. Thanks for the salt mine. It's a wonderfully sweet treat to look forward to after sweating through my britches on the weekends watching our LCS. Cheers, buddy.
I'm glad you're liking the salt mine, Brian, especially since you are in fact the host of the show. Good to hear that you're still enjoying it. The Bluey starting this off with a fast play off the ceiling. You know, all you threes mains who are watching in chat, you better be ready to adapt if you try those plays in ones, because you're not going to get consistency in terms of how those are defended. Obviously in multiplayer game modes in Rocket League, you get pretty much a rush challenge in every single one of those plays, but not in one. Sometimes players will sit back, they'll fake challenges off ceilings, walls, but their speed just rushing in, not effective against Bluey. And the key there for Bluey, if he is going to make a ceiling play, is to keep the ball close to him, because that way he can make a play at any time. If you realize the speed's coming in, just push the ball clear. No reason to hold back and take a 50-50 on purpose, just get rid of it and then worry about the open net afterwards. So it's 1-0. Speed on the ball. First touch a little bit backwards, but he's got a couple more. Almost put the ball on target. Bluey with a nice recovery. We'll take it clear. I believe that this is the only match this tournament, well, this qualifier, at least the winners round matches, that has two players of the same nationality. I'm actually going to just take a quick glance down the lineup. Indeed, yeah. Oh wait, no, there's one more. There is one more. And in fact, that would also be an all-English matchup. So there's two all-England matchups, and every other matchup is two different nationalities being represented. The other all-England matchup is Rottweiler versus Breezy. But hold that thought. What did Speed just do? That is one of the best flicks we've seen on stream in a while. Wow. He has somehow managed to slow down the ball and thus force Bluey to miss it, but still keeps it on target. That's pretty impressive by Speed. To tie up the series as well, or tie up the match I should say. It is in fact Bluey is trying to tie up the series. Speed's got space. Looking dangerous. Bluey with a pre-jump, and that's just way too early. Speed reacts perfectly, forces the ball through him, and now he's up 2-1. So let's just, you know, give a summary really quickly of what we've seen in the first match and a half so far. I would, you know, say aerial plays, mostly air dribbles, seem to be the best way for Bluey to score. But when Speed can just get the ball on the ground, start getting it moving back and forward up the field, he is the favourite. There really is no question about that. Bluey able to get the boost advantage here, but no more. He's forced back into his corner. An early turn here would have been better if he could have got one to keep Speed on low boost, but instead he's gone all the way back into the corner, and at no point in this retreat was Bluey able to do what he wanted to do, and that's turn and face the ball and then make a play on it. Speed was so close that he forced Bluey to just stay back onto the car that entire time. And that's really how you want to play with a boost disadvantage. If you keep up enough pressure, then you don't give your opponent a chance to turn around and face you, put in a challenge. Speed here. The aggressor at the two players again, and I think Bluey's starting to get hard red. That's a few times already this game. Speed's had a big win. The first touch was key there, but the flick was perfect as well. Straight up in the air, giving Bluey no chance to get a touch on it. What happened to Red? First time I've seen him was VS Bluey on your stream. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't, you know, try to keep up with the, what do you call it, Rocket League on YouTube pretty much at all. So I know Red had a YouTube channel, but I don't really watch Rocket League YouTube videos, so I don't know if he's still uploading. And Twitch, yeah, I've not seen him streaming on Twitch as much as he used to, so I don't know if he's still playing Rocket League at all. Afraid I cannot answer that question. Bluey is also having difficulty answering the question right now, and that is how to beat Speed, because Speed is actually running away with this series now. Just like game one, it looks very much like a series and a match that Speed is comfortable in. Low scoring, lots of time being wasted, nothing too crazy happening. He is just driving around, waiting for opportunities to pop off and making it happen. He's got some space here to work with as well. Every single flick this Speed launches is at least making Bluey sweat a little bit. He can't feel too comfortable right now. Bluey also returning the favor. The turn is not good enough. He's off target here. So take another touch to get on target, but another touch after that. will send the ball into the net. Speed looking pretty patient on this play. And perhaps a bit too much so. I don't know what he was waiting for there. He just kind of let Bluey go right over the top of him. But he's still got 2 more goals to score if he's going to win this match. Opinion on the new musty kickoff? Is that what we're calling it? Is it called the musty kickoff? I don't know. Somebody showed it to me. It looks really risky and easily counterable, if I'm honest with you. Hey, but speaking of, just you speak to the devil and he shall appear. Bluey's 1 more goal closer to tying this game up, and he's even got the reverse air roll set up into this. That is my favorite way to see that goal being created. How many games are going to be streamed today? Just 2 best of 5s. That's what we're streaming. Oh dear, Bluey may have just thrown away this game. And he's summed it up pretty perfectly here in chat. He says, then I do that. Nice, lol. So that's pretty perfect. Hey, Jesse, thanks for the host, man. I thought you were going to be streaming your match against Alpha. I guess you've decided that's not a good idea. But here, I appreciate this host either way, man. Hopefully you had a good stream. And yeah, by the looks of things, we might be getting into EU versus Alpha pretty shortly, because Speed is about to be 2 games up against Bluey. He got tilted and hosted, you kicked W. Oh, okay. Sounds very believable. A lot of time I'll read something in Twitch chat about another streamer, and I'll hesitate to believe it because I don't want to just go off what Twitch chat says, and then have some other streamer be like, "Whoa, what the? I wasn't tilted." But in this case, I believe you 100%. I absolutely believe that has happened. So yeah, we will not even check for a confirmation. But yeah, Jesse, thanks for the host, man. And good luck in your series against Alpha. I'm looking forward to it myself. Yeah, Speed is really making this one difficult for Bluey. The problem, well, the main, I guess you can't just call it a problem. The problems that Bluey has is, number 1, he really doesn't get that much free time on the ball. And number 2, when he got that one chance to get back into the game, he just threw it away. He had the kickoff goal staring them in the face. He missed the ball. That is suboptimal. What are all these names I've got on there? Appreciate the resub, by the way. Is there a bracket people can view? Yeah, I'll show a bracket after this series. We're just going to get right into the next game, though, for now. Once again, just for everybody who's just tuning in, this is a qualifier match for my EU Mine 1v1 league. It's best of 5. And yes, Jesse, EU versus Alpha right after this series. Sorry, it was a bit late in starting. I did message you on Steam, and then I immediately went offline on Steam because my DMs are currently being leaked by Steam. Every time I bring up my shift tab overlay, my DMs are on screen, so I can't actually have Steam on during a match for fear of somebody messaging me something that doesn't or isn't supposed to be streamed. But yeah, that's why I'm not on stream right now. Or that's why I'm not on Steam right now. Just because I had to turn it off. But yeah, right after this, get Jesse versus Alpha started. Bluey has a big chance here. Oh, that's good placement. He took his time here, but in doing so, he baited Speed across the goal, and he stuck the shot behind him. Very nice placement as well, and also disguised the shot very well because he's dodging into the ball from the right-hand side, and also manages to hit the ball to the right because he dodged across the face of it. Well, pretty well played. Let's see now if Bluey can turn this into a bigger lead. That's a very nice landing on the ceiling. He is the favourite here, 10 times out of 10. And just like earlier in the match, Bluey, when he's getting into position in the air to make these plays happen, he looks pretty unstoppable. Multiple air dribbles, multiple ceiling shots going on target already. And Speed hasn't had much of a chance to save any of them. If he does wait in goal and attempt to save any of these, that certainly would make it harder for Speed. He has to go as fast as possible. That's a pretty good shot, though. Not on target. And Bluey's read it well. No panic jump into the crossbar. Still a long time left, and as we go into another midfield play, you start to worry for Bluey because this is where Speed is dominant. Such a great ball chaser, and I don't say that in a negative way at all. Speed, he really is a good ball chaser. He's very good at chasing the ball. I've said in the past that I might make a Rocket League ball chasing tier list. Still thinking about it, but if I do make one, Speed will be pretty close to the top. There's no doubt about that. And I've asked this question on stream before, but I'll ask again because it is interesting to me. But who do you guys think would also be close to the top of the ball chasing tier list. Let's have the names in chat right now. Who would be top tier alongside Speed? If you assume Speed to be top tier, of course. So I got Azrael left. Lots of scrub. Plenty gimmicks as well. Justin, Fairy, a lot of alphas. More gimmicks. Squishy, Ixo, Forky. Well, obviously players who are mostly known for 1v1 would tend to be chasing the ball. But yeah, a lot of accurate guesses there. Sizz. Really? You guys think Sizz is a ball chaser? I don't think he is, actually. I don't think Sizz is a ball chaser at all. That's just me, maybe. Lots of Sizzes. Wow, you guys really all think Sizz is a ball chaser? What? Really? Nah. Sizz isn't a ball chaser. He shadows all the time. He just isn't very good at it. He is a pre-jumper, that's true. Alright, 2 minutes left in the game. Or 2 minutes 22 left in the game. And Speed cuts the game in half. It's only a 1-goal lead for Bluey now. And just like many other times in this series, when the ball starts moving end to end of the field and not a lot of goals are going in, you just smell a Speed goal coming. It usually ends up in Speed scoring. Because at no point does Speed allow Bluey the space to set up wall plays, ceiling shot plays, air dribbles, the things that Bluey really excels at. He's kind of forcing Bluey into playing the ground game that I think Speed has the advantage in. And he could equalize right now, and he will. Bluey not liking what he's seeing. Panics in defense. And Speed just goes straight through the middle. Doesn't even have to bump Bluey out of the way because Bluey's jumped out of the way himself. And this will be a quick 3-0 if things keep going the way they're going. Speed looking for a bump onto Bluey. Decides it would be better to leave that one. And instead, back away. Just give Bluey the ball on that touch. Bluey with a pretty big pre-jump block there, but Speed knew that there was a very low chance that that would go directly into the net. If he had conceded off the 50, he would have been pretty disappointed in that exchange. Can Bluey recover fast enough? Yes, he can. And he's in the lead again. And Speed says, I just bumped you. Must be pretty frustrated. Yup, happens. It does indeed. So he must have had the little audio like cue of a bump happening. But if the thing is, if Speed bumped Bluey and then Bluey dodged immediately afterwards, then the bump won't actually go off. Bluey will just dodge into position. But it looks like Speed's going to be tying the game up here anyway. Double mind game and a finish at the far post. That'll do it for 3-all. Impressive stuff by Speed. He's got Bluey to pre-jump not once but twice. And that is probably the most disgusting way that you're going to see a lead disappear in this match. And I don't know, it just looks like a 3-0 about to happen. Not saying that I'm reading the scripts or anything, but it just looks very much like a Speed 3-0 series. And there you go, he's messed up and he still scored. I told you, he can't do anything wrong apparently right now. Pretty sure he didn't mean to do this initially, but it's worked out pretty well. And there you go, Speed on fire right now. Glad to see pros make the same mistakes I do sometimes. What, the same mistakes? Like deliberately queue up for Rocket League 3v3 solo standard? Yeah, been there. That is definitely a mistake. As somebody who continues to find success in aerial plays, still Bluey, every single setup, perfect. He doesn't have any difficulty recovering from these positions even if he doesn't score. Just such a reliable player setting up these aerials. We're all tied up again. That's a pretty good 50-50 for Bluey. He's got 100 boosts as well. As he launches his car into position, and there's a shot for the 5-4 lead. Speed not ready for Bluey to be playing this quickly. Nice air roll there by Bluey. Just getting him into a shooting angle quicker. Hey, King Spectre, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm doing good. I've been pretty busy with Salt Mine stuff, as you might guess. Yeah, it's good to be back streaming. I'm going to be streaming every single EU Salt Mine Qualifier match, and there should be 26 of them, if all goes to plan. Plus, of course, 35 Salt Mine EU YouTube videos, 35 NA videos. A lot of Salt Mine content coming to you at the end of almost at 2017, 2019. It just sort of looked like Speed was running away with the game. Now Bluey has given himself a real fighting chance to get back into it. He's just going to hold on here for 30 seconds. And he's got Speed on the run. Now Speed Takes the ball under control. That's pretty desperate though, and I really don't think that was the win condition there for Speed. Very surprised that he didn't try to air dribble that ball in some way. Like straight up air dribble or air dribble bump would have made more sense in my opinion from that position. But he's still got the ball past Bluey. Can he work it on target fast enough? No, he can't. Bluey has still got some fight in him, and he's hanging on to his upper bracket spot for now. 2-1. No sweep today. Well, at least not yet. We might have one later, but we'll see. Is the Azrael guy playing in this? Yeah, Azrael's playing in this tournament, yeah. Just again, for people who are joining the stream or anybody who's subbed and hasn't already shouted out, I'm going to catch up with those later. I'm way too far behind them right now. I would just be reading subs for 3 minutes instead of casting, so I'm just gonna wait for that until after this series is over. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Very, very kind of you all. The Speed had the right idea there with bumping Bluey, but it's ineffective. And Bluey's in the leading game for it as well. So is there going to be some Speed salt in this match? I do wonder. Changed the map already. I thought we'd switch it up today, do some Utopia Dusk. It's a pretty good map in my opinion. I certainly, you know, prefer Manfield Night overall, but it's good to get some variety every once in a while. We've been switching out the maps, as you might have noticed, in the Salt Mine. That's just going to be something I try to do for the qualifier to mirror the actual event itself. Not a bad shot by Bluey, or by Speed rather, but not the best shot either. And he's taking his sweet time, setting up the next one. Drills into it, and it's actually only the fact that Bluey's not hit the save too well that allowed Speed a follow-up shot. I'm really questioning Speed's shot selection on these last few plays. And actually Bluey is as well. 2-0. Much more consistent in attack. He's scored the only 2 shots that he's taken so far. Speed I think has had 3 and still no goal. Jesse's streaming. He's streaming again? Is he actually? But Jesse just hosted me. Did he decide to go live again? Maybe he thought that he was supposed to be playing right then and right there. But he's actually not on for another like 5 or 10 minutes. He's back? Right, somebody, Twitch chat, tell me what is Jesse, what is he saying? Is he going to stream his alpha match? I really hope he is. Like, a lot of you might be confused, thinking, why Johnny, would you want Jesse to stream his match against alpha? Like, surely you would want all the viewers. But no, I actually just want to go and watch it again on Jesse's VOD after I'm done casting it. So I really, really hope he's streaming that. Hey, look at this though. 4-0 Bluey. This is why you can never write Bluey off. I really shouldn't have myself. I said early on in the, when they were tied up in the last game, that it looked like Speed was just going to walk away with this one. But oh dear, now it's all starting to go wrong for him. He's just saved his own shot. Bluey bumping him into that one. But the bump onto Bluey will net Speed a 4th goal, or 1st goal, sorry. Bluey couldn't keep him out forever. He didn't want to be tilted, but he was persuaded to stream. Who persuaded Jesse to stream? Yeah, go on. Apparently Jesse restarted his stream. Apparently somebody persuaded him to start a stream. Oh, look at this by Bluey. The placement is just too good. Speed was reading a flip reset, but he still couldn't get the save. Just unreal from Bluey, as always. Forever the mechanical genius. First thing I saw in his chat, Johnny said Alpha is going to sweep you. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that, but yeah, if Jesse knows Twitch chat, then he should know not to believe what everybody says. If I had to make a prediction, I may predict an Alpha sweep. But I don't think I did earlier. I don't think I said that so far. So that would be a lie. The fact that somebody already told Jesse that I predicted a sweep. That's a lie, but I do predict a sweep. So they were right. They were lying, but they were also accurate. So, you know, not the worst way to lie, I suppose. Right, it's 6-1 now. Bluey is putting on a great performance here in game number 4. It's like I said, the higher scoring games, they just seem to suit Bluey so much more than these scoreless back and forth. 7-1 inside the first half. What is going on? Speed looked so comfortable, and now all of a sudden Bluey is dominating. I'll tell you what, he's mixing up his kickoff very well. He's keeping Speed guessing, and that's causing A lot of pressure as well. Look at these shots by Bluey. Every single one of them difficult to save. It could just be a goal on every one of these touches. And if it's not a goal, it's definitely a difficult clear for Speed. Bluey's not done as well. He wants to score with every attack right now, but this is going to be a turnover for Speed that doesn't work in Bluey's favour. And the goal lead is now cut down to 5. You got all Vitality in the quals, even their sub. Now Vitality, Scrub and Fairy Peak got auto-invited, they're not in the qualifier. Yeah, Scrub and Fairy are already in. It's not the best idea by Bluey there. Speed, able to see what's happening, and also able to place a shot accordingly. That's an extremely early in and out save attempt by Bluey. He's jumped off the back of the goal, actually. He didn't jump off the crossbar, he jumped off the very back of the goal. Because he knew, well, gotta get there fast, or else this isn't gonna work. It doesn't work anyway. And all of a sudden, Speed is chopping this lead right down. No way are we seeing a 6-goal comeback today. That would be impressive. Who are the players already qualified? Well, not technically, not qualified, I guess. Unless, do you call it qualified if somebody just gets invited directly to a league? Scrub, Fairy, Flakes, and Ixo. Because, yeah, Scrub and Fairy, in my opinion, best 2-1s players pretty much of all time. Also the top 2 from last year's Minefield Night 5K tournament. We've got Flakes, who is probably the best player for most of this year in ones after the Minefield Night 5K. And Ixo, who is in fact undefeated on my stream until his very last match that he played against Scrub, which was extremely close. So those guys have been the best, I think, 4 players since the MN 5K. And that's when they've been invited. Oh, nice goals at both ends. These guys are really putting on offensive clinics here. And still Bluey in the lead by 3. Whereas Cux doesn't play ones anymore. So he's not going to be playing the qualifier or the actual tournament as well. He just plays 3s only at the moment. Beautiful shot selection again. You know, I said earlier that Bluey is the one who shines in these high-scoring games, but Speed is starting to convert so many more of his chances as well. And you know me, I love side flips, so I love that shot. Any other flip would not have got the job done there. You've got a side flip if you want to get power on the ball from that position. Bluey, will he make the same mistake as he did earlier? No, he won't. Game 2, he had a kickoff goal opportunity just like this. And he did miss the ball. And now he's put it on target and into the net. Where's Dorias? Yeah, he's in the qualifier, don't worry. Shouldn't Alpha be invited too? Alpha's not had as, well, he didn't play in the Minefield Night 5K last year, unlike all 4 of the players who are auto-invited to this one. Also worth mentioning, Oslon, who came 3rd in the last year's Minefield Night 5K, he declined his invite to this qualifier, so he wants to focus on 3s as well. So yeah, everybody who's not Oslon at least finished, well, they all finished top 5 in Minefield Night 5K, and they had multiple 1 series wins on my stream this year. Alpha, I think, he didn't play Minefield Night 5K, definitely, and he didn't have too many wins on my stream this year. My goodness. Bluey got sent absolutely flying. Have you ever seen a more effective bump than that one? As he lands on the back wall there. Yeah, there is one KSA player. Khaled is going to play the qualifier as well. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a deep run or even qualifies. Because Khaled is a beast. And he's just as good at 1v1 as he is at 2v2. So I would not be surprised to see him qualify even. I think I've got him as the 3rd seed. Yeah, Khaled was the 3rd seed coming into this one. Oh, look at the placement by Bluey. Speed reading the bar here, but it's just gone straight in. Boost doesn't show up after kickoff sometimes. What boost? You mean the corner boost? Or the... well, the actual corner boost? The 100 pad? Or small pads? Or do you mean the actual boost display for showing how much boost players have? 100 pads. Really? I have not noticed that, but I'll also have to keep an eye out for it. I will have to keep an eye out. Is this the thing? 100 pads are not there? Or is it just a graphical thing? Are they actually there, but they're visually not there? Oh dear, well. That really should have been the kickoff that sealed the game for Bluey, but now he has to be careful here. It's just visual. Okay, good thing Twitch chat knows more than me. They're invisible. Gotcha. Okay. Visually not there, but they are actually there. Appreciate you guys. Let's see if Bluey can take control after another kickoff. All he needs to do is waste time here, and he's sending us to game 5. Speed has to score before 0 seconds. That's the key. This is not fast enough, and Bluey has done it. Game 5 we go. And honestly, color me surprised. I thought Bluey was out of this one. He didn't look like he had what it takes to beat Speed earlier in the series. And he didn't look like he was changing anything in his game. But now it really does look possible. Where can you find the bracket? Let me take a screenshot of the bracket. There we go. Oh, command does not exist. Really? Alright, there you go. There's the bracket, guys. There is the bracket. I'll have to update it right after this game. Because right now it has nobody winning those games. Yeah, just to reiterate, neither of these players will be eliminated from the qualifier after losing this match. But also neither of these players will qualify after winning this match. They will simply either move on to winners round 2 or drop down to losers round 1. What is this new spam, Brian? Appreciate that. I'm just going to drink water and see what this is happening. But yeah, Bluey's popping off right now. Suddenly it looks like Speed is the one who has to make some playstyle changes. The one thing that Speed could absolutely be doing better is hit less crossbars. He's had a lot of high flicks into the bar late in the series. But you can almost be sure he's going to get chances to win this game. You never see a Bluey match without him giving his opponent at least a few chances to score. Here is one. Speed. Another fast flick on target, but Bluey saves it. Not needing the crossbar to do it for him this time. You know, if I was Speed right now, I would try and slow down the pace of the game, because this is the kind of speed that actually Bluey's very used to playing. Speed is, in fact, I think, the better player out of these two at slowing things down. And he's really not been willing to do that at all. And Bluey, at full speed, is just as good as anyone in the world. That's a huge flick from the halfway line. 100 kilometers an hour when it crosses the line. Speed looking a bit lost for what to do there. And he's got to figure out quickly how to handle Bluey, because what Bluey's been able to do in the last half of this series has been nothing short of spectacular. He's on the ball again. This time actually slowing down the flick a little bit, but still keeping Speed under pressure, threatening lots of bumps and demos in every single one of these positions. I'm going to do all the sub and bit and donation shoutouts after this series is over, guys. Got a lot to catch up on. I'm glad that I paid full attention to this series, because it has been a banger. Bluey 3-0 in the lead in game 5, the last game of the series. He is trying to complete the reverse sweep on his countryman Speed, who just very recently reverse swept him in league play or LCS. Can he do it? Speed looking for a bump there, but coming away pretty unfortunate, and he will make sure to right that wrong by demoing Bluey on the far side of the field. What's with all these underscores and L's, man? Everybody with underscore and L's. Can we not just, like, text to speech was invented to allow the chat a way to communicate with me, and it's just spam. What is the world coming to? 3-1 now. Just over half the game to go. Bluey confidently off the wall. Equally confident is Speed in the challenge. And he's got the ball under control with half the game to go.
It's tearing me apart. I feel like I'm trapped in a nightmare.
Thank you, Brian. Brilliant news. Just want to point out that that challenge angle by Bluey was perfect. Not only because he went straight through the ball and he was covering pretty much any flick or pop that Speed had planned, but also because Speed loves to mind game in that position, and Bluey made sure that that was not an option as well. Nice hook shot though by Speed. Oh, he's denied by the inside of the post. Quick recovery, but he's overhit this. And Bluey staying high up on the wall, away from any potential demos. Zero boost. or not much boost rather to play with, but still looking threatening in offense. And time is ticking down. Bluey has a dodge here. Can he make the shot work? He doesn't even need the dodge. 4-1 off a ceiling recovery. Bluey has just sent Speed another goal to think about. Can Speed come back from this? This is looking just as difficult a position as Bluey was in earlier. And suddenly it's Speed who's on the receiving end of it. It's a pretty good boost in the corner. Bluey was backing off trying to get that one, and now the aerial shot by Speed catches him off his goal line. Very smart play by Speed there to get that boost in the corner, because Bluey was actually backing off in that direction, expecting Speed to make a run to the mid boost. Speed one step ahead, and he might be able to pull another goal back here. That boost is available. Notice now that you guys are right, the graphically that boost wasn't there, but obviously we all know it is there. Why would it not be there after kickoff has happened? But Bluey is able to punish Speed for overextending once again, and now it's back to a 3-goal lead. Speed facing the reality of being reverse swept here. Reverse sweeps are actually pretty rare in ones these days on my stream. I've not seen one in a while. Bluey has deserved every bit of this one. He's upped the quality of his shooting. He's certainly upped the quality of his challenges and his positioning and his aggression, giving Speed absolutely no time on the ball. And unlike a lot of other players who, you know, don't main 1v1, he has gone very, very even with Speed in kickoffs. That's a nice recovery as well. No boost greed for Bluey. He is going to chase this ball down until the clock hits 0. He's got the job done now. He just has to collect the check. And into round 2 of the winner bracket he goes. Speeds out the game. That could be it. Bluey about to reverse sweep a player who was seated 1 spot higher than him. And I think that for once it looks like I've got the seeding right, because this was a really close series. Early GG's called by Speed in the losing position. He knows that there really is no way that he can come back from here. And well played to Bluey. Just like last year, he pops off in the qualifier. He is just 2 matches away from qualifying to another one of my 1v1 tournaments. And I just want to remind you guys that last year Bluey qualifying was also kind of a surprise, because there was, you know, players in that tournament who had put a lot more time into ones than he had, and are a lot more well known for ones than he is. But as always, he is just unbelievably difficult to keep out of the opponent's net. Every time that he takes to the air, the ball seems to end up in his opponent's goal. That scoreline says it all. 13 shots to 7. It's dominant stuff there by Bluey.
It dawned on me today that you are basically the Simon Cowell of Rocket League.
Simon Cowell of Rocket League. I guess, you know, there's a couple of... there's probably a couple of, you know, like similarities, but I certainly hope not too many. Hopefully not too many. Right, I'll show the bracket on stream again. Let me see if I've got the right thing selected here. Yeah, I do. There it is. So I could put scores and all in this, but can't really be bothered.
Jesse to a 1v1
so I'm just going to do it like this instead.
If he doesn't accept, he must be afraid of my skills cap, or not like this.
The Speed lost in the second match. That means he goes here, in the second slot in the lower bracket. I've also got to reformat that. I should have copy pasted without the formatting. There we go. So that's how the bracket currently looks. We're gonna invite Jesse and Alpha and get another match started. Obi John, give me a second, and yes, I will.